Do what you love. That's the intro.
Are we started?
We're here. I mean, life is never not recording, so, you know, that's something to think about. But you can start that, too. You can start that, because I don't know which one we're going to do.
Fuck Your Fandom.
Fuck Your Fandom.
Podcast.
Live.
First and foremost, fuck Pink Diamond wholeheartedly.
Okay, so I guess we're going to start with that one then. Right, I'll write that down.
Today we're talking about Steven Universe. The philosophical nature of... No. We're talking about Pink Diamond, how she's a dumb bitch who ruined everyone's lives and the stabilization of a species. I am on the very negative side of the rose quartz fence. Everyone agrees that this bitch don't get no redemption. Well, not everyone. A majority would agree that this bitch gets no redemption.
I disagree with that. I think that you can't say the majority of people believe that, because that's literally the point of the show.
I agree. I think there are people who believe she has no redemption. I believe there are people who think she could have redemption.
Now,
I don't think she could be redeemed in any way, shape, nor form.
Okay, so point of order for this. Hi. This is going to be one of several videos in a series based off Steven Universe, the wonderful hit TV show on Cartoon Network that lasted for 5 seasons and a movie. Known affectionately to the fans as Singing and Crying, or Crying and Singing. Steven Universe is a show about a boy named Steven Quartz Cutie Universe.
Have you heard the tale
DeMayo. Steven.
Always putting others first.
Steven is... Spoilers. This video contains spoilers.
Steven, everyone believes in.
I was gonna let you finish.
No, I'm done.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll come back with it.
It's gonna come back up. It's gonna come back up. It's a musical.
Should we have the second mic closer?
No. I think it's good. It picks up pretty well.
My chair squeaks. Producer chair.
Shout out to our producer.
Shout out to Prod.
Yeah. Thanks. Prodded by Sunday, Tuesday. Sunday.
You said it.
Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday.
Feet by.
Feet by. So point of order. Is gonna have to wait because we gotta do the intro for people who don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay.
Quick
Steven Universe rundown.
No, not you. You're biased.
Quick Steven Universe rundown by someone who's seen it once, got what it had to get, and had enough of it.
No.
Yes.
That's not fair.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. That is unfair. Steven Universe rundown by a person who has seen it multiple times and is prepared to give an objective overview of what the story is. Steven Universe is a story about a boy named Steven learning about his magical gem belly button powers that were given to him by his mom. He is accompanied on this journey by his 3 caretakers. They're kind of like his aunts. Garnet, the de facto team leader. Amethyst, the funny man in the group. And Pearl, the straight man / walking encyclopedia.
The straight man is the least straight.
Fun fact. Steven is also raised alongside of these gems by his father, Greg DeMayo Universe. DeMayo in parentheses. So, that is the basic story of Steven Universe. Now, spoiler warning ahead, we're going to talk about the deeper story of Steven Universe, which is
a dumb bitch named Pink Diamond can't do her job.
Okay, hold on a second though. All right, hold on a second. Objective view. There is a race of beings, a species of beings known as gems. They colonize planets and make more gems to go colonize more planets. That's what they do. They come across Earth, and the youngest of the diamonds is named Pink. She really wants a colony so she can be like the other diamonds. She feels like she's wasting away in that palace or whatever the fuck her princess problems are. She wants a colony. They decide to give her Earth. She gets Earth. As the colonization process begins, she starts to fall in love with the creatures and plant life and life in general that blossoms exclusively and specifically on Earth. The diamonds attempt to appease her by giving her a zoo and a garden, to which neither are enough for Pink to feel sated. She wants to stop the colonization process on the planet Earth and thus creates a large fissure between her and her fellow diamonds. There is a war, there is a rebellion, there's a slight genocide, a gemicide, if you will. Oh, that's going to be fun to edit in. And then, with the war seeming to be won on the side of the rebels, the diamonds decide to enact said gemicide by creating this giant magnetic light field that encapsulates the Earth. Gems are not physical manifestations so much as they are light projections of such an advanced nature that the holograms are effectively real.
Solar-powered rock robots.
Solar-powered rock robots. Gay rock robots. The diamonds cover the Earth in this big-ass blinding light and sound mixture and essentially corrupt any gems and or gem technology that may still be on the planet. Subjectively. A little asterisk there, subjectively. Because some things are a little dicey on what got corrupted and what didn't and why. But Pink Diamond, at the time, in the guise of rose quartz, shielded herself and her comrades from said corruption with the help of her diamond powers, which is a bubble. She bubbled her friends and herself, and everybody else got corrupted, but they didn't. And then they spent the next couple of centuries gathering and bubbling gems. Now you can go. Now we can talk about Pink Diamond. Now we can talk about Pink Diamond. Now that everyone has a base understanding of who we're talking about. Go.
Now, the problem with Pink Diamond as a whole is that she's inconsistent. And I don't mean inconsistently written. She's a well-written character in that she is such a piece of shit. But that is who she is. Purely. And it's passed down to her son. It came from her. And whoever fucking made her probably came down from them. But we're not getting in the lore that we're never gonna get.
Hold on. We do get. No, hold on a second.
No.
I'm not saying that we don't get this lore. I'm giving you lore that we do get. That is subtext but is also plainly stated as well. When White Diamond and the Crystal Gems are having that showdown, and she's talking to Steven as if he's Pink. she very clearly says and states that pink is all of the parts of her that were essentially childish. All her childish emotions, all of the non-adult feelings, not the, not grief, not despair, not anger or, anger actually, but not, like articulated calculation. Like anything that is deemed of an adult brain was not present in Pink. Like she had to learn that stuff on her own because it was literally not in her programming. Like White Gate was like, you know what, I want a color and that's stupid, so I'm gonna put this feeling somewhere else. And Pink Diamond was created. Lore, continue.
I don't remember what it was.
Sorry. She's selfish. She's childish.
She's inconsistent. And she's inconsistent because in her days as Pink Diamond, before becoming Rose Quartz, spoilers, she's given opportunity after opportunity. First one being the garden. I assume I don't know if the garden or zoo was first, but she gets both those things. First thing being in the garden, when she has Spinel. She gets Earth. She's starting the colonization process.
Pour one out for Spinel, y'all.
She's sending down the drills to go into Earth. She's watching the life on the planet from her little fucking chair, and she has Spinel to keep her company. Spinel, whom is just doing their job as a court jester, essentially, is doing her job a little too good. That Pink Diamond, being the dumb bitch she is now fed up with the thing she asked for, a friend, and abandons Spinel. She abandons Spinel around the time she devises the plan to start disguising herself as a Rose Quartz. The Rose Quartzes are designed by Pink Diamond. They are a gem species designed by Pink Diamond and Blue Diamond probably, but mostly by Pink. The Rose Quartzes are fun-loving, they're caring, they're curious, and like Pink. So she starts to disguise herself as a Rose Quartz, and she starts to do the work of Rose Quartzes, but not really working, checking out the humans, checking out the plants, checking out the animals. Half-assed work from a half-assed bitch.
Now hold on a second. She doesn't turn into Rose Quartz to do work. You gotta remember that.
You just said that.
I don't know. I'm just saying she's not.
I'm getting that.
Okay.
In between all this, she gets a zoo, because Blue Diamond's like, bitch, why are you not doing shit? And she's like, I don't know. So Yellow and Blue are like, this bitch isn't doing shit. We gotta do something to satiate her. She likes these puppies too much. So they get her a pen of puppies. They get her a zoo full of humans and earth plants and probably earth animals and bugs and shit, but more specifically, humans. They're kept in a space zoo. They're kept up there for generations. And you know what Pink does? She's in there for a bit, and she gets bored because there's not enough. The humans are making new ones they are, but they're not moving forward, you know? There's the life of Earth isn't there. It's a zoo.
There's no advancement.
So
they're not doing the things that they do on Earth.
She don't like the zoo either. So the zoo, she just up and abandons, much like Spinel, leaving generations of humans, I think like 15 at the fucking most, who all will breed by a weird lottery type ritual. So as Pink Diamond Rose Quartz is spending time on Earth, they start to fall in love with the planet, and they decide, I don't want to colonize this anymore. And they decide this as Rose Quartz. This is where I'm going to start differentiating the two, because that's where because the bitch starts to fight against herself. As Rose Quartz, she starts to spread the seeds of revolution in the working class gems. And she's spreading the seed of revolution not as a leader of a revolution, but as someone trying to get the teacher out the class so playtime can last 10 minutes longer. She plants these seeds of revolution, and a revolution starts. All the other rose quartzes are on her side. There are some earth gems on her sides, amethysts and jaspers and watermelon tourmalines and shit. And they form the crystal gems, the original alliance that fought against the Diamond Authority. Now, on the Diamond Authority end of things, let's pretend that Pink Diamond is not rose quartz. Pink Diamond is doing a shitty job keeping her colony. And now there's a rebellion starting down there. And she decides to fight against this rebellion and that specific rose quartz who is giving her trouble. Her sisters are helping her out. They're sending down small armies. They send down a ruby and sapphire who have an experience that keeps them from doing what they were meant to do. I'm not blaming that on rose quartz. That's something that happened between them.
Continue. That
like rose quartz did start her.
I gotta write that down because garnet is a
fusing.
whole.
Them fusing is them.
That I agree with.
But after that,
because
Rose getting in their face and be like, "Wow, look at you! You're different. Hey, come with me. 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 You're new. Come with me. New puppy. New puppy. New puppy." So through those events, Rose Quartz gets a new pet. Her current pet is a pearl. This pearl is her second pearl. Her first pearl was permanently damaged emotionally and physically because of one of Pink Diamond's many temper tantrums when she was begging for a colony. This is something that happened several times. She didn't care about the classes where she was taught how to run a colony. She just wanted to have it. She didn't care about the responsibilities of having a colony. She just wanted to have it. And now that she has it, she has fucked it up so bad, she is fighting against herself in a war. And she keeps this up for so long, it gets to a point where she fakes her own assassination involving her pearl, disguising herself as Rose Quartz. As Rose Quartz disguises herself as Pink Diamond, and fakes the assassination of Pink Diamond. And this leads to Rose Quartz becoming even more of a threat, and that leads to the Big Bang attack that the Diamond Authority does that corrupts all the gems on Earth, besides her 4 favorites. While on Earth, actually, in between all this, all the Pink Diamonds are killed. Or not killed. All the Pink Diamonds are decommissioned, bubbled, and put. All the Rose Quartzes are decommissioned, bubbled, and put away in storage because they don't need any more of that shit going down. Now, Pink Diamond made those. Pink Diamond is Rose Quartz. Pink Diamond planted that seed of revolution. A species she made is now being punished. A species she made is now being punished for her singular actions and selfish ones. So now we're on Earth. We're going around collecting our corrupted friends, trying to find ways to uncorrupt our friends. Sometimes when you cry on people, it works a little bit, but only if you catch it soon enough.
I wish that was false, but it isn't.
Only if Rose Quartz does it though. Also, nobody knows Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond except for the Pearl, who was sworn to secrecy through diamond magic. Pearls are essentially butler bots. We'll just call it there.
That's going to be a different video. Pearls are a whole video. Pearls are a whole video.
So
/ podcast.
The crystal gems are now garnet, amethyst, pearl, and rose quartz. There were more. Most of them, if not all of them, were corrupted. But the few who weren't corrupted were a member named...
Came up Bismuth?
Bismuth. Bismuth was her own folly. Bismuth was lost in the toils of war. And Bismuth was the original person to think of killing Pink Diamond. Rose Quartz didn't like that. And I think you can guess why. Because Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond. And now her facade is starting to slip. So she needs to stop this.
Well,
and
Are you going to talk about the weapon?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And bismuth is determined. And bismuth made the specific weapon to shatter gems. When you kill a gem, there's stages to it. You can knock anyone out. But when it comes to a gem, they can be knocked out or they can be poofed. When they're poofed, their physical body, the hologram is destroyed and they recede back into their gem. And they're just in their gem for a while until they come back and reform themselves. But there's a step beyond that called shattering. When you shatter a gem, they are dead. Under very rare circumstances can they be bought back, but it would take all 4 diamonds to make that happen.
Well, not necessarily.
To repair a gem?
To uncorrupt a gem, you would need all 4 diamonds. But to repair a broken gem, Steven has done that on his own. Steven repaired Jasper.
Yeah, with the juice of all 4 diamonds.
Did he?
Yes, he poured all the juice in
Yeah,
there.
I thought he was just crying on it.
No, he poured
Sorry,
everything in there. and
I
cried.
missed. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry. Continue.
LOL.
No, I mean I'm rewatching Steven right now, but I'm only on season 1, so I haven't gotten to those pieces yet. But this is why we're.
So,
I can't.
fuck, what was I again?
Bismuth shattering.
Bismuth has a
So-
plan to shatter Pink Diamond.
The
And Rose Quartz can't let that happen. Rose Quartz says because it's morally wrong, XYZ, that's not how we win a war with more violence. It'll make things worse, blah, 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 blah. So Rose Quartz poofs Bismuth and keeps her in storage inside her magic lion, whom she revived after it died from, I would be happy to assume, probably her own doing, but probably not. She probably just found a dead lion, cried on it, maybe even fucking spit on it by accident, and found out she can bring things back to life.
I don't think she spit on it, Ennui. Come on now,
She found out by accident.
It was a lion that was dying.
We don't know how she found it.
She found it in the desert and it was dying and she was upset about it. It was probably one of the first times that she had encountered death, to be honest. Like we have to take subtext because this is not stated lore. But the way that Rose Quartz is written, okay? Not to detract from your rant, but the way that Rose Quartz is written is strictly benevolent. Purposefully benevolent. And I'm trying to think about the right way to say it, but I really feel as if she would have seen death as something to be prevented or avoided at any and all costs. By that point, she was already fucking waist deep in her fucking secret experiments to bring her friends back to life. So we'll get to that in a bit.
We really don't even know about lion, but the point is she hid Bismuth inside a magical room inside of this lion.
Yeah.
Where no one could find it but her.
She did a lot. She got
a couple small treasures in there, and who knows what else is hiding in the grass. Where was that? Fuck. Bismuth is in line. So we're gonna keep moving forward and talk about how Rose Quartz affected American history, because we mostly seen its effect on America. Of course, Rose Quartz was present. Rose Quartz and the crystal gems were present for the colonization of America, and specifically the areas that would become Beach City and surrounding, because that's where their base was set up. But they're also present in other parts of the world, but specifically, mostly stated America during the colonization period. Rose Quartz was not involved. She said, hey, blah, 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 Go that way, go that way. I'll help you not die right here. There are Diamond Authority-like symbols on airplanes, but only featuring
The money?
pink diamonds. The money features the Diamond Authority symbols. Like, she clearly had influence in the development of America. And also China, because they go to China at some point.
Korea.
Korea? They go to Korea.
To be fair, well, yeah. I mean, there's definitely a worldwide influence from the gems that can be seen, especially where the fucking cluster is, which is like, I assume directly in the middle of that big hole where Russia is. Like, that's, well, not the cluster, but the thing that Greg puts the duct tape on. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Point is, she's had such an effect, and she has affected history, but also has been passive in just watching things happen out of her own curiosity. She is, yes, benevolent, but like, then she discovered sex. And oh boy. Rose and Pearl had a sort of relationship. Pearl was there for Rose for whatever she needed, and Rose liked having Pearl around. Pearl fought for Rose. Pearl pooped for Rose. Pearl lived for Rose. Rose was happy she was there.
Pour one out for Pearl.
Pearl was in love with Rose. Deeply, truly. Rose knew this. Rose loved everything. But when it came to romantic love, she liked things that she could fuck. She started fucking humans. Every once in a while she finds a human she likes and cucks Pearl. Probably literally, unfortunately. Because she's that much of a, like, dead-eyed bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Pearl, come look what I've discovered. Oh, my diamond. Do I have to watch? Yeah, look. He's gonna do this thing in a few seconds. Watch. Like, she does not care for the things around her. She's in it for the play date. She does not care for her friends deeply nor truly. She does not care for her actions deeply nor truly. She does not care for her goals deeply nor truly. She cares about playtime. She cares about having her way. She cares about getting her way and keeping her way. And when something comes along to stop her way, that's when she acts. Eventually, years pass by, decades, centuries pass by, and she meets a modern man of the 20th century named Greg Universe. And somehow Greg Universe, through the power of music and being a goddamn simple man, shows her that, like,
man.
what she's doing is fucked up. She met him, started fucking him, started saying I love you, to not truly mean it, and doing it just because it's her pattern of doing things. Right in front of Pearl's face, who's hurting while it's happening. And it takes a conversation with him, looking her in her 7-foot ass eyes while he stands on top of a fucking car. And she has a moment of clarity. Objectively, I don't really think she did, but let's say she has a moment of clarity, which is like, damn, I am fucked up. I know what'll fix me. Get me pregnant. So,
That's okay. I'm gonna let you go.
Greg and Rose have a baby. Gems do not have children. Gems reform into the same gem over and over. Their programs can be deleted and reset depending on their level, I guess. But Fuck. What was I saying? Talking about Pearl.
You were talking about the forming of Steven.
Forming of Steven. So Rose is now pregnant with an embryo and with something inside of her. Who knows? She could have reformed herself to look pregnant. Maybe she read books about contraception. Maybe she gave herself a legitimate womb. I feel like if she gave herself a womb, she could have given herself a full reproductive system and just had a baby, which still probably would have been Steven in the end, but who knows? But Rose, having a gem understanding of the human concept of pregnancy, makes herself pregnant. Did Greg's sperm do anything legitimately? Maybe, probably. Maybe her computer took it in, scanned it, and said, all right, let's make this new form work. Factory settings, but we're going to change the CPU. So, after Rose decides to wait 9 months, because I guarantee she didn't have to, she just did it for the fun of having the human experience. And she reforms herself, dying as Rose Quartz, and reforms into Steven Quartz Cutie Pie Universe. Steven Rose Quartz Cutie Pie Universe. Steven is almost as bad as his mom. Steven has his pet projects rather than pets. Steven has his things he's got to keep taken care of. Steven has his obligations that he knows he has to deal with. So, while Steven puts more legitimate care into things than Rose did while dealing with the repercussions of Rose's problems and actions, Steven is also sort of nonchalant in himself. He goes from a selfish child who is much like his mother to a more aware teenager whom is still much like his mother, but is now both of his parents and becoming his own person. But he's still kind of fucked up.
Hi. If you're watching this, that means that the video's over. So, you know, drink water, be good to yourself, and bye.